dealing with. This meeting on creating business enabling environments is focusing on how policies and targeted reforms can help create jobs.
Any consumer protection.
The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment is part of resource persons at the event, and she identifies the national single window, the tax reform laws, and the commodities exchange as drivers of MSME's growth.
We're working on the National Single Window Project. The World Bank knows they've been helping us for quite a few years, and it launched on the 27th of March in the first phase. And so what that does on the import side is to allow transparency, to allow the National Single Window architecture, and to make sure that small businesses as well can use trade facilitation to scale. In 2025, we released 4 legislations on tax. And so now, particularly leveraging for small and medium-sized enterprises, before we had exempted 25 million naira turnover. Now we've increased that to 100 million. We've also exempted for VAT a threshold of businesses, just to allow for that transparency. There's one development levy, they're exempt from that as well. And so small businesses have that opportunity to balance out as they scale.
Other speakers at the session recommend synergy between the government and the private sector to harness the potentials in the small and medium enterprises sector as a major drive towards the creation of jobs and poverty reduction.
We as private sector, we can deal with a moving goalpost. We're a larger firm. If you tell us what the rules are, we'll structure for the rules. If the rules aren't great and they're bad, well, that's what they are, but we'll need them and we'll go through it. It'll just take longer to implement. But on the other side, we have subcontractors. They're smaller firms. Every time you regulate, you add something, you're killing them. And that's what the minister from Argentina said.
After the meeting, the Nigerian minister speaks on some of the federal government's initiatives resulting in some progress.
Our tax architecture, not just smaller businesses, even larger businesses have now just a single developmental levy. And so that architecture, the tax reform, was very important for our business climate, for our investors and our MSMEs. Another example I gave was our Nigeria Commodities Exchange. And what the Commodities Exchange does is to make sure for aggregation, for processing. These are some of the policies and reforms that are supporting MSMEs to be able to scale and not just stay at that mushroom.
With renewed collaboration from the government and the private sector, a new dawn may be here for growth and sustainability. Sarah Chimugu, Channels Television News.